So I was thinking about how the government knows everything about you and how we as a society don't really have any secrets. It was a little depressing at first, but it sparked another thought in my brain. Stop. I was supposed to do a video on one thing. But then I was thinking about it and I don't want to. So I'm not going to. So instead, I'm going to do it on how the government knows everything about you. So we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Let's start with an easy one. Social security numbers. They're the number most American citizens were labeled with at birth. To get an SSN, you either need to have been born here, or you need to go through the arduous process of battling bureaucracy to get one, or something equivalent like an ITIN. SSNs are required to do basically anything involving taxes. You needed one to get a stimulus check, and most places will require that you have one to get a job, get federal loans for college, and even attend some high schools and universities. Your SSN is basically the number the government labeled you with, and they use it to identify and track you. Next, let's look at driver's licenses, the thing the government makes you get before you're allowed to drive a car or any other vehicle. It's also used secondarily as a form of official identification, and if you don't have one, you'll need to have some other way to identify yourself, or you can actually be arrested. When getting a driver's license, you have to cough up basically every detail about yourself, including your fingerprints, and that's for the government to keep on file. Your information, as well as your photo, is required by law to be updated and accurate. If you gain or lose some weight, guess what? You need to let the government know. The government already knows literally anything about you, just from those two basic things, but we're not done yet. I don't know. Passports require a lot of hurdles like driver's licenses and are required for you to travel to other countries. To get a passport, you need to prove that you've been vaccinated to various forms of disease, and this has been a requirement even pre-COVID, so I really don't understand why people are so upset about having to prove that they've been vaccinated against COVID for travel. It's the same it's always been. You also need immunization records to attend schools and colleges. However, even as detailed as that information is, it's nothing compared to the information collected by the big boys: the internet, social media, and your cell phone. Just by browsing the internet, you're allowing companies to track you by giving them not only your basic information like your name, age, etc., but your likes and interests. Internet companies like Facebook and Google build profiles that know everything about you, from something as simple like your gender and address, all the way to as detailed as your deepest, darkest Google searches. All of that information is kept on file. If you use the internet, nothing is secret. That paired with your smartphone allows the same internet companies to build detailed profiles on not only where you live, but where you go every day. They know where you sleep, where you work, where you like to get groceries, where you like to shop, literally everything about you. Thanks to the Patriot Act and loopholes in Carpenter v. United States, the FBI can and does use GPS data used by advertising companies collected by your cell phone to monitor American citizens without a warrant, and they will continue to do so until the courts decide to do something about it. So yeah, that's the video. Yes, I've changed my seating position. Pray I don't alter it any further. But yeah, I have a lot more energy now. I'm less like, ugh, about everything, because, I had a whole energy drink, and, those sort of things will give you energy. But I think the whole video really raises a really important question about, data privacy, right? Because, you have all these companies like Google, Apple, and Facebook who parade about data privacy, right? And yet they're collecting and selling your data all the same. You have, Apple, who's like, oh, we care so much about privacy now, but they're still selling your data. They're still making a profit off of your information. They're still making a profit off of ads. they're using distractions. Like, remember when Netflix, people were hooting and hollering because Netflix was taking their information and using it to suggest new TV shows and stuff. That's fine to me. Like, I want Netflix to tell me other things that are like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, I want that sort of thing. Stuff that isn't a problem is, I don't know, it's a whole white whale sort of thing. I don't even know if I'm using that right. I have an arts degree, I guess. And what's crazy to me is people don't talk about it. Like, they do, but not really. I mean, there's a microchip in the vaccine, which is a ridiculous thought, and I have a video on that. But that gained so much more traction than the fact that the government can literally use GPS data. I mean, the same people who were complaining about the vaccine when they raided the Capitol, the FBI used the GPS data on their phone to track them and arrest them. And I think, yeah, that's a good thing for that, but when is it good and when is it? Who gets to decide who the government tracks or deserves to track? And I mean, the courts usually will get to decide that, but they're not doing anything about it. I don't know. It's a lot to think about. Because it's like we're living in a dystopia almost. It's a boring dystopia, that's for sure. Like, none of the fun stuff like apocalypses or Hunger Games or anything. But we're living in a boring dystopia and we don't even realize it. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and like the video. If you don't, still like it. View it as like a favor to me. Hit that bell for notifications, subscribe, all that sort of thing. Let me know down in the comments below what you think I should do my next video on, and I might actually do it. Then after you do that, you should check out the sponsor to this video, National Realty Group. National Realty Group is a real estate company with offices located in Southern California. They're a one-stop solution office, meaning the real estate, mortgage, and escrow departments are located all in the same office. That means you can go through the whole process of buying or selling a house without the hassle of being bounced around to different companies. This makes the whole process a lot easier and a whole lot more enjoyable. Give them a call at 951-684-2600. Or if you're like me and you don't like talking to people, visit their website